Hey, Rennie Joe here, and welcome back to August Country. Yesterday we listened to Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs, an infamous country album. I must listen, I would say, and I feel like a great starting point for August Country. However, it's not the only must-listen country album that I'm aware of. I've heard that this album we're listening to today, At Folsom Prison by Johnny Cash, is also very much a must-listen-to country album. Now, personally, I have not heard this album. Obviously, this is a first reaction. I don't know what I'm getting into here. However, I have listened to the other Johnny Cash live album, which was at San Quentin Prison. Loved that record when I first heard it. I did a review for it many years back on this channel, which I'll link down below if you're interested. I have not checked out this one. This is to some better than San Quentin from what I've heard, and it is considered to be, to a lot of people, Johnny Cash's best record. It is a live album. It is in Folsom Prison, so I'm expecting some banter between Cash and the inmates, which I remember I really enjoyed when listening to the San Quentin record. Now, despite owning this on vinyl, like I said, I've never heard this record. Typically, it's a green screen in the background, but no, this is the real deal right here. So when I listen to this record, if I really enjoy it, it's kind of convenient that I have it already on vinyl in my collection, just because I happen to get it at some point in my collecting journey. Throw it on this turntable. I'm sure I'll have a great time. But let's have a great time now, kicking it off with the opening track, the title track, Folsom Prison Blues, a track that I'm pretty sure he wrote specifically for this concert that he did.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Hello, Johnny. Nice warm voice, as we know.
I hear the train a coming, it's rolling around a bend.
Again, you hear those hollerings of the inmates.
I don't know when.
More unique live setting for sure.
And time keeps dragging on.
A nice relatable
But that train
narrative
keeps
for the mates
rolling.
here.
With guns, but I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
A classic line of Cash's. I feel like this is the most famous line perhaps in his discography. I've heard it many times.
I hang my head and cry.
Did not know it originated from this song, if it did. Ooh. I love the kind of added guitar work here.
But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me.
Damn. Really speaking to the hearts of the inmates here. Not begging for forgiveness, clearly. He knows he deserved it. He knows he's a no good wrongdoer, as they may say. Kind of like a
They freed me from this prison. If that railroad train was mine,
train-like
bet I'd move it
sort of
on
delivery.
a little far.
Great opening track. Like I said, I love hearing the banter and the inmates. I really like hearing them, holler for Cash here. Especially given the fact that, this is a very relatable track to them, and it really speaks to their hearts. There's no sense of self-pity in that track. There is a sense of kind of guilt and admittance in what he's saying. Yeah, he still yearns to be free, but he understands why he can't. Kind of like that. Let's go on to Dark as the Dungeon. I do want to say as well, quite a vast set of people attached to this.
Oh, come all you young fellers, so young and
Nice
so
wide array of
fine.
instrumentation for sure.
Seek not your as the cold, where it's dark as a dungeon.
I like this kind of
Down
slow,
as a dew.
kind of like
Danger is double, pleasure
August heat tone to this one,
where the rain
Like we're melting into this track.
The sun never shines. It's dark as a dungeon way down in the mine.
Speaking on the life of being a miner,
Well, it's many a man. No laughing during the song, please. It's been recorded, I know. Hell. Don't you know it's recorded?
Again, moments like that. I love the little bit of conversation. It really adds to the atmosphere.
A man will have danger is double, pleasures are few.
I just love this one too. Great songwriting.
The sun
Does it say Cash original?
it's dark as a dun
Myrtle Travis, the original. Yeah.
in the mine.
Really great coal mining track. Who would have thought?
Recorded for an album release on Columbia Records, and you can't say hell or anything like that.
Again, that's some of that.
How does that grab you, Bob?
Some of that rebellious humor of Cash's. Love that. Let's keep going. I Still Miss Someone. The name of this track here.
They'll probably take that word out of it.
Carrying on the
At
banter.
my door, the leaves are falling. A cold
In which they did, actually. They bleeped it out
come.
pretty obviously.
Sweethearts walk, 'cause I still miss someone. Though I never got over those blue eyes.
Very
I
vulnerable
see
track here.
them everywhere.
Nice little
I
tale of
miss
heartbreak, a
those
yearning.
arms that held me when all the love was there.
Maybe the most vulnerable I've heard Cash.
I want someone.
Really short track, but very potent in its delivery. A just sweet heartbreak track at only 1:30. Let's go into Cocaine Blues. What a swift change.
Go
from heart to coke.
I took a shot of cocaine and I shot my woman down.
All right, there goes the heartbreak. Just murdering women.
I went right home and I went to bed. I stuck at 11:44 beneath my
Oh,
head.
I bet a suicide as well.
Next morning and I grabbed that
Or no, he's sleeping with it. My
shot
bad.
of cocaine, but I run too slow. They overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico.
This is a true outlaw kind of track for sure.
Shut her down because she made me
Oh, man.
slow. I thought I was her daddy, but she had 5 more.
Again, a jealous rage like he spoke in the last video.
I was arrested, I
A
was
theme of
dressed in black.
murder,
Me on a
crime of
train
passion.
and they took to go my bail. They slapped my died carcass in that county jail.
As they should.
The next morning about 9:30.
But again, I really like the kind of stop of the instrumentation for these little humorous moments to come through.
Come on, you dirty hack, into that district court.
Like that. Kind of bluesy.
The courtroom minutes and walked a man holding the verdict in his right hand.
He's done for.
Verdict read in the first degree.
Who would have thought?
I hollered, Lordy, Lordy, have mercy on me. The judge, he smiled as he picked up his pen. 99 years in the Folsom pen.
There it is.
99 years
Little name drop for those inmates.
I can't forget. Come on, you gotta listen unto me. Lay off that whiskey and let that cocaine.
A cautionary tale, if I've ever heard one. Just a running gun, drug-addled convict. Let's just keep it flowing. I love the way this is going. 25 minutes to go is this one here.
Outside myself, and I've got 25 minutes to go.
Kicking it off with a hanging.
And the whole time I feel I got 22 minutes to go. Well, I sent
Oh, I love this counting down.
and the whole darn bunch with 21 minutes to go.
Really builds up the anticipation for this hanging.
Called up the mayor, but he's out to lunch. I got 20 more minutes to go. 19 minutes to go. So I laughed in his face and I spit in his eye.
I don't blame him.
15 minutes to go.
Kind of reasonable when it doesn't really matter what happens at this point.
Now here comes a preacher for their testing the trap, and it chills my spine.
Ooh.
11 more minutes.
Really building up the
And the trap and the rope,
moment of execution
they
here.
work just fine. 10 more minutes to go. Well, I'm waiting for the pardon that'll set me free. With
Will he
9
be
more
freed?
minutes to
Or will
go.
this end with his death?
But this ain't the movie, so forget about me. 8 more minutes to go.
I think he's done for. Ooh,
With my feet on
the instrumentation
trap
picking
and
up
my
there
head in the news.
into a nice
5 more
high-speed
minutes
gallop.
to go. Won't somebody come and cut me loose? Man, I wanna die.
Oh,
2 more minutes
it's like pleading
to
in his
go.
voice too.
I can see the buzzards, I can hear the crows.
Oh, he's done.
1 more minute.
And here
to
we go.
And now I'm swinging, and here I go. Oh, 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 oh.
What a hilariously delivered track, but also bold to play this in a prison. All these inmates probably terrified while they laugh along here.
Featuring the harmonica, and then I
Ooh,
want to
nice
take
harmonica.
the stool there and sit down and do some slow ballad type songs. That
Big fan of the
I wanted to
harmonica,
do
so I'm
for
looking
this
forward to this
album.
next one.
And
There's that harmonica.
boom, boom, boom.
I love the harmonica. A nice folksy
Hey, look
and a bluesy
yonder
sound to it.
coming down that railroad
Such a
track.
fast-paced delivery of some of these tracks,
Hey,
like this
look
one.
yonder coming down that railroad track.
Again,
It's
mimicking
that orange
the sound of a
blossom
train speed.
special. Ring-
Ooh. Oh my goodness. That dipping sound to it. Mr. Cash, I did not know you played like that.
Special and lose these New York blues.
Just needs a vacation, don't we all? Nice little break from reality. Again, I love. Holy hell. Our drummer here. Mr. W.S. Holland rattling away on the right side there.
Well, I don't care if I do da do da do da do da do da. They talked about her rambling. She's the fastest train on the line. They talked about a
Oh my
traveling.
goodness.
She's the fastest
Our drummer there.
on
Like
the
again,
line.
mimicking
It's
the
that
train
orange
section.
blossom special
I love that. Sets an
rolling down
atmosphere
the
for sure.
seaboard line.
Really puts you in focus of what the track's talking about. I love that one. Let's keep it going. Long Black Veils, this one here. Just love the speed of that one, but I think we're going to slow things down.
On a cold,
It would seem
dark
so.
night visits my grave when the night winds wave.
Oh, man, this one's soft and just a gorgeous focus on his voice.
Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me.
Maybe he's been wrongfully convicted in this track?
Judge sits on the crowd and shed not a tear. But sometimes at night, when the cold wind moans,
I love the narrative here.
long black veil, she cries o'er my bones.
Speaking from the other side, it would
She
seem.
walks these hills in a long black
Really
veil.
Picture that imagery.
She visits my grave when the night winds wave.
A cold fall night.
Nobody knows.
In a graveyard.
Nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Can I have a glass of water?
Wow. Loved that one. Slow and just beautiful. Harrowing. Really stripped back instrumentation too was really nice.
Drink of water. I'm about to, fellas, and especially for one fella in a few minutes. brand new song that I just sang last night for the first time. It was written by somebody here in Folsom Prison. Can I have a drink of water?
That's an interesting twist. Inmate track.
Last time I was here, I had a drink of water. You promised us water, huh?
Get this man some water.
Is that water, Bob?
Just some banter about water for a good minute and a half here. Waiting to send a picture of mother here. Is this one written by the inmate, perhaps?
Say hello to Dad and shake his poor hard-working hand.
Yeah, another nice slow track.
Send a picture of mother if you can.
Yearning for your mom.
I'm happy for you that you got your
Something that I feel like most men can relate to.
Stay with to Dad and shake his poor hard-working hand and send a picture of mother if you can.
A really sweet song. Just sure, all these convicts missing their mother some way or another. Let's go into the wall.
A lot of strange men in cell block 10, but the
Really slowing things down as we get to the second half of this LP.
Nobody at all ever climbed that wall, but I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna be the first.
Man trying to break out. Perhaps he's innocent.
Walked by and said, "Son, don't
you know,
cry.
Shawshank Redemption
I'd hate
type
to see you
theme.
fall." Isn't that the truth? Well, the years gone, them mean bastards, ain't they? The years gone by since he made his try.
I love the insults at the establishment that he's singing at.
But I know a man who tried. The newspapers called it a jailbreak plan, but I know it was suicide. I know it was suicide.
Damn. A twist there. What are they trying to break out? Just wanted to break free. Love the themes. Very conceptual record here. Speaking on themes of love, lack of freedom, as expected with the prison here. You know, outlaw elements. A really nice focus on just like these more vulnerable stories.
Dog. This song is about a dog.
Track about a dog.
He's not.
I'm looking forward to this. Big dog guy over here. Big dog guy here. Love dogs. Who doesn't love a good dog? Especially your childhood friend, your man's best friend. Let's see how this turns out. I'm hoping for, again, another vulnerable, sweet track. This time focused on a relationship between man and his dog. How can you go wrong?
Very handsome to look at. Oh, he's shaggy and he eats like a hog. I'm gonna stomp your head in the ground if you don't stay out of my hen house, you dirty old
Maybe not.
sucking hound.
Maybe not as sweet as I thought.
If he don't
I prefer a sweet, vulnerable track here.
eggs up, though I'm not a real bad guy.
Oh
I'm
boy.
going to get my rifle and send him to that great chicken house in the sky.
Okay. Dirty old egg sucking dog was not the sweet narrative I went into here that I expected. Much more depressing in tone than I would have thought. About a man wanting to kill a dog for eating his chickens. I feel like I just had a fast one pulled on me. Let's go into Flushed from the Bathroom of Your Heart. That sounds vulgar.
From the back door, I've been flushed from the bathroom of your heart.
Again, definitely some humor throughout this track.
In the garbage disposal of your dreams.
A little silly. I'm not sure how I feel about it lyrically. I feel like it kind of runs its course already.
On the river of your
Probably my least favorite track so far.
Up the elevator of your future, I've been shafted.
Again, lots of puns.
On the calendar.
Last two tracks, Dirty Old Egg Sucking Dog and Flush from the Bathroom of Your Heart. Back to back, probably my least favorites so far. As you can see, loved those first 9 tracks. I feel like they've just been consistently solid. And then the last two, maybe not my favorites, but let's keep going. Could pivot around. Let's go into Jackson. Is this one here? For some reason, no lyrics for this one. We'll just take it in. The full team players coming in here, it would seem. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I do like the galloping sound of it. Don't care for this other vocalist here. I believe it's June Carter. But maybe it's just because I'm not familiar. You know, maybe it takes some getting to know of. Yeah, a little iffy on that one. Really kind of just went in one ear, went the other. Felt kind of standard for me. Let's get into Give My Love to Rose. Oh, stripping things back again.
I found him by the railroad track this morning.
Instantly hooking me in, I feel like more.
I knelt down beside him and I listened.
Found a dying man.
Just to hear the words the dying fella said. I was trying to get back to Louisiana to see my Rose and get to know my son.
Well, that's depressing. He almost made it.
Buy some pretty clothes. Tell my boy that Daddy's so proud of him.
Giving him a heavy burden here.
And don't forget to give my love to Rose.
What if he just took the money and left? You know? Maybe he will. Maybe that's where this track will go. He could completely screw this guy over. All the power is in his court. But let's see. How does it go?
Won't you tell him I said thanks for waiting for me? Tell my
This man's got a lot of words for someone that's dying.
Tell my Rose to try to find another. 'Cause it ain't right that she should live alone.
Oh, considerate man, for sure.
Mister, here's a bag with all my money.
Not everyone would do the same.
God bless you for finding me this morning.
Really like this one. This one's a
Now don't forget to give my love to Rose.
really great narrative.
Give Rose.
Wow. Maybe a convict, but he's still a good person at heart, it would seem. At least considerate of those he cares about. Beautiful track. Got Stripes. Is this one here?
On a Tuesday they locked me in the jail. Oh boy.
I like those backup vocals.
My trial was attested. On a Thursday they said
Maybe
guilty and
the
judge
Statler brothers, I believe.
Well, I got stripes around my shoulders.
Oh yeah.
Chained around my feet.
Really coming in here to
Stripes
provide emphasis.
around my shoulders. On a Thursday I start on bread and water for a while. I got stripes around my shoulders.
I like this one.
Kind
of feels like a maybe like a work song of some sort. Really good community vibe to it. Really brisk pacing of these tracks. Again, this one only 1:40. Hits you. It's potent. It's nice. It's catchy. And it wraps up without meandering too long. Let's go into this next one here. Green, green grass of home.
The old home pair of golden lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home.
I like this. Really nostalgia
Yes,
kind of bass track.
all come to see me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green
Returning back
grass
home,
of home.
a freed convict. You can feel that sense of
And
rejoice.
look around me to the cold gray walls that surround me.
Oh, wait, it was a dream all along.
I realize I was only dreaming.
Well, that's just depressing.
Oh, there's a guard and a saddle of the old oak tree. As
Oh.
they lay me 'neath the green, green
Seems like this convict
of home.
only returns home in passing as he seems to be executed. Again, I love the slower kind of ballads here. I love the
Thank you
very
very much.
just heartwarming, well, I don't know if heartwarming is the word I use, the very vulnerable, depressing focus of these tracks. Just super well written. Cash's delivery, great, grovelly, warm voice. Very confident in his sound. Speaks to the everyman, but specifically the sinful man.
This next song was written by a man right here in Folsom Prison.
Okay, so this is the
And
convict
last night was the first
written
time
track.
I've ever sung this song.
Greystone
Anyway,
Chapel.
This song was written by our friend Glenn Shirley. And hope we do your song justice, Glenn. We're going to do our best.
Crazy. Here we go, a little tribute to this convict. Very honorable thing for Cash to do.
Inside the walls of prison, my body may be.
We really got those back vocals coming back too. Bit of a gospel influence. And it would seem so too with the Lord references.
There's a gray stone chapel here at Folsom.
Ooh, I like that
A
bass.
house of worship in this. But he saved the soul of many lost men.
Very religious in tone. I like that.
Gray stone chapel.
A shift in tone for the album.
There are men here who scoff at the ones who pray. But I've got down on my knees.
He'll
in
take
that
anything.
gray stone chapel. And I thank the Lord
Needs that
for
forgiveness.
helping me
Very religious man.
today.
This
Now this gray stone
Glenn
chapel
Shirley
here at
seems to be.
Folsom. It's a flower of light in a field of darkness.
Oh wow.
And it's given me the strength to carry on.
Wow. Again, I love the sense of hope that Glenn writes with.
Body may be, but my Lord has set my soul free.
A man of gospel. A man of hope. Wow. Really loved that optimistic nature of a track, despite the circumstances that Glenn found himself in. Here we go with a bit of a end credits. Here you just hear the continued mutterings of the inmates as the concert comes to an end. And they go back to their regular programmed solitude. And there it is. Wow. I love that one. I love this album. This is a phenomenal live album. Where do I even begin? Really great concept that Cash had here. I know this was the first of many concerts that he would do for prisons, which certainly was a unique idea that I feel like, perfectly fitting for a man like Johnny Cash. I know shortly after Folsom Prison, and I think maybe even after the San Quentin record, Mr. B.B. King also did the Live at the Cook County Jail, which I've covered on this channel. If you like B.B. King, go ahead and check that out. I'll link that down below as well, as the San Quentin review. But loved what B.B. King did there, and I love what Cash does, because Cash, again, completely fits the kind of vibe and atmosphere of a prison. The man was, as far as I know, a convict at one point himself over a small issue, but still, he was sinful as much as any other. I think that made him an everyday man, made him very relatable, and I think it really works in the context of this album. Conceptually, the tracks here speak on being imprisoned as expected, speak on heartbreak in a very vulnerable sense, speak on being an outlaw, especially tracks like Cocaine Blues, which is just like one after another kind of rattling off of a gunman who's doing the coke. But a lot of great slow tracks such as Long Black Veil. Loved I Got Stripes, loved the catchy nature of it. Loved Greystone Chapel, which, a nice tribute to this convict who wrote the track. And from what I read, unfortunately, would go on to take his own life. He was unaware, though, that this song was going to be performed that night. He was front row when it played, which is really heartwarming, despite the fact that, the end of his life still seems to be one of pain and misery. Gotta say, overall, this album is phenomenal. I'm glad I have a copy of it already. Gonna be spinning this one probably tonight, to be honest. Just really great atmosphere throughout this one. I loved the conversations between Cash and the inmates. I love the atmosphere. I love just the quick, fast pacing of the album, because despite being 45 minutes, it feels much more quick than that. It feels very brief, considering each track is really only about 2 to 3 minutes long. And in between, of course, you just have the mutterings and the speakings and the conversing. But that does it for today's video. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe for more August Country videos, where again, throughout the month of August, we are covering different country albums, which, if you are a country fan, go ahead and leave some down in the comment section below. Recommend some. I'll try to check them out. I've already gotten a plethora of recommendations, so we'll see what we can do, because we want to try to do 10 minimum per month if possible. And if we get into September and we're not done August Country, I will, of course, make up for that by finishing the August Country series. But again, please leave some recommendations down below and we'll see what we can do. As always, my name is Randy Joe. I appreciate you watching, and I'm signing off.